Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab, in the wee hours of the morning. What I do for you. I got a good lesson for you today. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message in the story. For life, I give life lessons. You tuned in to receive them. I appreciate you. Let's ride. Right thinkers mission, and that's what I'm on. It's to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for all right thinkers to do just that, know themselves. Let's go. Pay attention. I can help you do that. Let's go. Know thyself is a question I ask. Of course, you need to have the answer for yourself. As a right thinker, you should know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, my favorite kind of people, you teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Stay tuned. I got you. A person know who don't know and believe that they know, dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, is asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock, here to do just that, wake you up. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thing, but know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Right thing is, I fancy myself a master teacher. So I give information, hopefully, to enlighten you. That's my mission. So that's what I'm doing. Today, let's talk about why my teaching is how smart you can make your students. My goal is to enlighten you. My goal is to empower you. My goal is to get you to know you. So that's teaching to me. So let me break it down right quick lesson before I start my day. This is early morning, so I got no time to do this lesson for you right quick. All right. I teach right thinking philosophy. When I started out at the college level. All those who got my lesson at the time, I didn't care because I just gave it. So if you wasn't really able to understand it, you really probably I ain't got time for that guy. But those who did fell in love and followed me. Now I'm getting new, younger people. Why? Because I'm starting to talk to you. Starting to make sense to you. Hopefully, this is a way of life. It's not a religion. Young people tend to like hearing the truth. I'm a truth teller. That's what I do. I do for you. I try to find my students' level. Okay, as a teacher, I don't want to teach above your head. I'm not trying to show how smart I am as a teacher. No, I'm trying to make you smarter as an individual. That's what teachers do. That's my goal for you. I had to find a level of understanding, and I use different lessons to find out. I just hit a home run with a concept that suits them right to their right in their wheelhouse, so to speak. So I got a new thing going for my classes, and they seem to love it. So that's the whole point of teaching. I want to get them to learn. I want to get them to think, to be better, to have ideas and concepts that they can use for themselves. I think I found perfect level mhm, of teaching. That way, everyone can learn something. Everybody not going to get the same lesson, but you should get something that you can use and work on for yourself. That's teaching. I have been learning at college level ever since I started my education and enlightenment, but that's because I was at the college level. I want to get young people ain't have to go to college, ain't have to be in high school, just have to be having common sense, pay attention, and you can learn something that's going to help you be a better you. That's right thinking philosophy. I love to teach our young, yes, but the knowledge I give is for pretty much children. Why? They need to know this. That's my goal. So, but I'm teaching adults at a child's level. Why? Because if they don't know, the adults still gonna make a difference. They still got to be able to comprehend it and learn it. So I try to break it down and make it easy as simple as possible so that they can do just that, grasp the concepts. Being a master teacher is not showing how smart you are, but how smart you can make your students who follow your concepts. I want you to be able to use them. I want you to be able to know them frontwards and backwards, in and out, so that you can perfect the use of it for yourself. Thinking you know don't mean you know good. Well, I think I understand. If you can't use it, you don't know it. I don't teach above my students' level of understanding. I want them to what? Learn. I'm a teacher. I teach. I don't want to. No, no, no. When I'm having conversation with somebody, then you can see my intelligence. But when I'm teaching, I got one goal: to get you to learn what I know so that you can know it also. I do what I do for you. I always had fun learning new things. My philosophy, I've been doing this over 30 years. I love that. Why? Because it's a way of life that you can manifest for yourself, and it working for me. So I'm saying I always had fun learning. No, I had great teachers, master teachers. I always felt like they was really teaching me personally. I was the only student. I know I got other people, but it felt like I was being taught personally. So I took it that way and I excelled. I want all my right thinkers to what? Have self-knowledge. Scholarly knowledge, biblical knowledge, all that's fine. But get self-knowledge first of themselves. I want all my right thinkers to have self-knowledge of themselves. That they can what? Use and live by. I'm giving you lessons that if you learn it, understand it, implement it, you'll find out, yeah, brother's on point. That's how it's done. Teachers teach, students learn. If you're a right thinker, that means you're a student. Once you get all your lessons and master them, you become master of self. Self-mastery is my goal for all right thinkers. Your job is to get it for you. I'm giving it to you. All you got to do is receive it. I try making learning fun. I don't want my class to be, oh man, we gotta go. No, I think coming up. Yeah, I want to go. Why? Because I'm going to learn something. I'm about to get into a good conversation, have some fun, and leave here with something that I didn't have when I first came in. That's my goal for every class. I want you to leave my class with something you didn't have when you came in. That's teaching. When I was a student, no, if the lesson is interesting and informative, then you have students' attention. Your job as a teacher is to hold their attention. Every student has a different attention span. So your job is to hold each one of them like this and give them what they need to have, and they'll enjoy it. And it would be taken and then used. That's the purpose of teaching right thinker philosophy to the right thinkers. When I was a student, I paid attention and I learned all I could to be able to master myself. Self-mastery is the end game for all right thinkers. Okay, here you go. I want to get all right thinkers what? To know themselves. Why? With spiritual truths that they can live by, aka know thyself. I want you to know who you are, what you're about, and why you're about it. Reason and purpose for living. Some of us, I just hear, well, when I die, it's be it. Some of us dream, I want to be rich, I want to be famous, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a boss. Just be your best self. That's all you owe yourself. Sorry about that. If you can get all, the whole point of a teacher, I got a class full of people. I want to get them all involved with the lesson. And that way they all will learn something. That's the point. As a teacher, every week I want my right thinkers to look forward to what? Learning something new that they can use for themselves. So they're getting something. They're getting something that they can actually use. If a person come to you and all you do is talk to them and they leave with you with just a conversation, you've done nothing but run your mouth. I give information, and I'm not big on meat. It ain't about that. So understand that. Now, as a teacher, no, we did that right. Next one is, okay, good teaching is what? Enlightening what? All your students equally. Everybody should leave here with something. That's why the last 10 minutes of the class, we go around asking everybody individually, what did you learn? I'm getting more and more understanding of who's getting the lessons and who's comprehending. Now that it's real simple, oh, everybody want to say what they learned because they learn it. If you sitting here listening to a lesson that's a little bit over your head, you may not understand what's going on, and you going through the flow. So it's time for you to explain or articulate what you learned. Blah, 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 blah. I don't like that. That tells me that you didn't get the lesson. So I keep simplifying. I keep simplifying. Now I got it down to the very essential, and they love it. Bam. That's what I'm at. Now, the whole point of being a good teacher is enlightening all your students equally. Everybody should get something. Okay? When you have a class for the right thinkers, you want them all to get the lesson for themselves. Take from it what you need and what you want, or what turns you on, what excites you, and that's what you do. Knowledge a la carte. You take what you want and let the rest go. That's all. I have a mission, and I read it every time I do it, and that is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate all my right thinkers to know themselves. The goal of right thinking is laid out. There's no hidden agenda. There's no transparency. I want you to be your best self. I'm going to help you with that. We're giving you knowledge of self so that you can know that self. That's the goal. That's what I teach. Okay. Knowledge is like the sun. It shines on all, not just a few. In my classroom, I'm the sun. I want to shine light on all my right thinkers. That's the concept. Okay. I deal in conceptual knowledge, esoteric information. As a teacher, I want to give every one of my right thinkers their own individual knowledge of self. So your definition of understanding what I'm presenting is going to be different than the one next to you. And that's how God works. He ain't the same for everybody. A good lesson is like a good sermon. When I'm in class, when I can feel the energy from my students and I can see all I'm engaged in, like, that's the best feeling. Why? Because that means I'm doing my job. I'm giving everybody something that they can use. You think it's all about you. Each one of my students, swear to God, I'm their personal teacher. I love that because I am trying to make that point to you. Every one of y'all are getting something different from me. I'm presenting it, but it's going to hit you different, hit you different. But the fact that it's hitting you, I'm doing my job. As a good lesson, excuse me, like, okay, next one. I don't want to show how smart I am. I want my right thinkers to become as smart as I am. That's my goal. If you don't want the best for your students, you shouldn't be teaching. If you just want to be they under me, then I go surpass. I ain't got time for that. You teach them to be better. You give them mastery of self so they can forward what you gave them and keep it going. I got it from somebody who mastered it and gave it to me. I mastered it. I'm giving it along. It's knowledge is flux. Knowledge is like water. It's fluid. It flows. It should come and go, like the tap twice in 24 hours. Tide flows from the moon that pulls the gravity. Another lesson ain't going that far. I'm going to get back to my lesson. Sorry. Again, trying to show how smart I am. I like to give information. So that's why I get it. So I can give it. But yeah, I try to give you the information again that will what? Empower you and do. Help you be what? Your best self. That's my mission. That's my goal. That's my intent. There's no secret. So my whole goal is to get you information that's going to help you be your best self. That's what I do for you. I want you to understand, overstand, understand, and understand the information. That way you can what? Really use it because it's knowledge that if you understand it, all those things, then you can put it to use. That's the purpose of getting it. I don't obtain knowledge. I don't read out my books just to say, well, I know all that stuff. I'm good. No, I do that so I can teach others. I learn so I can teach. So I'm constantly learning. I study every day. That's what I do for you. I want to show you how smart I am by what? Giving you the information that I have that'll make you what? Smart too. Anything you want to know about what I do, all you got to do is ask me. You know, I love to tell you. I love doing that. about what I do, not about a whole bunch of nonsense. It's not how smart I am, but it's how smart I can make you. That's right thinking philosophy goal, to enlighten, empower, and get intelligent people knowing themselves with knowledge of self. Not a whole bunch of superstitions. Oh, you gotta no, I ain't gotta do nothing. If it makes sense, I'm good with that. If it don't make sense, I'll let you know. I'm good. Simple. Last one, and I appreciate you again. I give you knowledge. What? That you can use. Why? That's right thinking philosophy. Knowledge, with knowledge of self, you can't lose. That's why I'm a winner. Hope you are too. I'll be back. If you're not, I'm trying to get you there. Just follow me. I got you. Appreciate you. I'm gone.